It's hard to once you have kids, it's hard to leave them. My favorite thing in the morning is like get them up out of bed. So that was pretty tough, and like knowing that you're gonna miss most of the days, it's pretty tough. But I mean, we had a great break. I mean, Shane took care of us, and so I think it's the perfect amount of time to like get to training. By the end of it, you're like, all right, I'm ready to get back to see the guys, get back into the season. And I mean, it's always hard, and August is hard no matter if you're playing Pee Wees or you're playing the professionals. So, but it's exciting, man. Year 9, so excited for it.
Ron, what feels different just heading into year 2 with Shane and maybe knowing what to expect from him?
I mean, yeah, I think heading into it, the same quarterback I started with last year. It's a first for me. It's hard to imagine, but that's a first for me. So, going in with Shane, I think we saw it in the offseason of building, what we've already worked on and what we've did so well last year. And I think it's just build on that. I mean, it's just a great offseason. I thought we did a lot of great things up front. In a limited time that we had, it's fundamentals and getting better at certain things. And I think just taking a deeper dive into what our offense can be. Obviously, with Anthony there, the offense changes a lot as opposed to last year when he wasn't there. So just building on that and, just getting closer as a team and building on something special.
You know what you have in, at quarterback, but you haven't seen him out here in a setting like this in a while because of the injuries. So just what's sort of the excitement, the intrigue to get him back in those settings?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's obviously shown what he can do on tape. I think last year was a big year for him, in that he faced adversity early in his career, started week 1, but also probably sat in a room and learned a lot from listening to conversations with Shane and Jim Bob and Gardner's too. I think that obviously if you asked him and we asked us, we'd like to see him play the entire year, but I think you can also take a lot from learning in those moments as well. So. Physically he looks amazing. I think he's taken a lot of growth also off the field as well. Just watching film and doing cut ups and stuff like that. And so, just excited to see him come out here and compete. And I know what kind of character and what kind of leadership he's, gotten from year 1 to year 2. And so it'll be exciting to see.
Have you had any discussions about an extension? And obviously I know you want to stay here, but have you had any talks about that?
Yeah, from what from our standpoint, is the Colts have basically made it pretty clear that they don't want to do an early extension. So, is what it is.
One other quarterback question. A lot of times we talk about quarterbacks, in combination with the coaches they work with, right? And
yep.
Those guys are always, joined at the hip. Shane is different, clearly. Anthony is his own animal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that combination can be if they're allowed to grow together and, develop?
Yeah, I think it's what makes Shane so great as a head coach and a play caller, is being able to adjust and use a guy's athletic ability or his pros, to make the team better, right, and to make the offense better. And I think that, if you ask me, you look at the offense where we were with Gardner. I mean, no offense to Gardner, they're just two different players, right? I mean, and so I think doing a lot of different things with Anthony, utilizing his speed, his ability, his arm, obviously. And I think that the receiver room has gotten a lot better. The tight end room has gotten better. Running back room has gotten better. Our room has gotten better. So I think it's just when you put all those pieces together with him in there as well, I think it's scary how good we can be.
Ryan, this camp atmosphere here, I mean, it's not like this everywhere in the NFL where you guys are in front of the fans every day.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you relish to be out here with them, maybe a little bit of interaction with them before the season begins too?
Yeah, it's all part of it. I mean, it's, we're nothing without the fans. Indianapolis has a great following. Even some of the years we weren't very good, Lucas Oil was almost always sold out, right? And I think it's a great sign for this city. And Grand Park's such a great venue to have fans here. So I'm certainly excited for it and looking forward to the year.
One clarification on the contract thing. Did you or your agent approach the team, or was it just that they come to you and have that conversation to make that part clear? Or how?
Yeah, I mean, we made it known that we wanted to stay and that we wanted to have an extension, and they didn't see it as part of their priority. So.